Well, that's not good. Got something on top of the gas tank leaking pretty badly. I'll have to take a look at that. Laying under the spare tire, looking at the back of the gas tank here. Got to undo that hose, the filler hose from the filler neck. I believe that's what that is. And a couple of lines, plastic lines on the side over there to the inside. They're clipped in. We're going to have to unclip them. I may try to do that right now, or I may lower it down a little bit. But I definitely have to get that hose undone. So I'm going to undo that hose. Just an 8mm hose clamp. Get that line loose. Get that line over there, that plastic line, get that undone. I think. Maybe I don't even have to undo that. Maybe I just got to unclip it. You see I have that bottom clamp off. It's tough to get it out without dropping the tank a little bit. I don't really want to touch that top one, as rusty as that pipe is. So as I lower the tank, I will just slide that off of there. And I've got all my hard plastic lines for the evap and everything. They're all out of their clamps in the back here. And there are more clamps running up the inside of the side of the tank, and I'll undo them as I lower it down a little bit and can get to them. But I've got everything loose back here, so I can just start letting this down. Alright, so here's towards the front of the tank. There's one strap right here. I don't know what you can see and what you can't see. It's hard for me to see. I'm looking right into the light. But there's a, right inside this driver's side frame rail, there's a 15mm bolt holding this strap, and there's another one towards the back of the tank. I'm going to undo them. I've got it supported at the front and back on jacks. Floor jacks, and then I'm going to slowly let the back down first. I won't let it down all the way, just enough to get at the lines, and unclip them and undo the lines on the top of the tank that are connected to the fuel pump. Cover your eyes. There you go. Set that bolt aside, unhook that, set that strap away, go to the back and do the same thing. You hear that tank drop just a little bit, sitting on the jacks now, for sure. That's a little warm. Well, I've got my two straps out. Let me lower this down a little bit. You should be able to see that. I'm just trying to get a look at these lines where they're clipped in and get the clips undone first, and then try to get a peek on top of this tank. Problem with this is I'm really not going to be able to see anything. I'm going to have to do this, follow these lines by feel, kind of find the clips. There's one right here I can feel, and then they're tight in on this too. Really tight in on the shield. I got that clip undone, so pop the lines out of that. What I'm doing is pushing the bottom of the clip, the very bottom of the clip, sideways, and then it unhinges, unclips itself. I know you can't see this. There's a clip up here in the front, right there, front of the tank. Like this line right here, so I want to unclip that as well. Looks like the clip's on the outside. Let me undo that. I probably could just undo it here. And without, just let me see if I can undo this clip right here. And just get it to release, and then I can leave it hooked up where it is. Okay, right at the front of the tank, you see that line's undone. Real easy, just squeeze the blue clips together, pull it apart. Now, I should be able to drop this down some more. This is going to be fun, I can tell already. So I don't have a lot of room. I'm probably going to have to pull this jack out of here so I can clear the rear diff. So I don't have anything else. It's still almost impossible to see anything up in here. Can't really get up in here to see what's going on. Tank has to come down in the back, and then it has to slide to the back. I've got a little bit of room here. I can still drop it before I have to slide it. So I'm going to let this end down just a little more, maybe 2 inches, maybe more. I can let it down. And then I'm going to let the back down some more and determine whether or not I have to pull this jack out to get this thing out of here, or lift the rear up. I might have to pick this rear up to give me some more room, but we'll see. There's one additional line up on top in the back. You can't let that down too far. I had to pick it back up a little bit because it was kind of cocking it. And I've got to go back. I'll show it to you when I get it down. It's almost impossible to see it. It looks like it's really hard to get at it, at least from the back. I don't think I can get at it from here. There's no way for me to get it from here. So that's the back of the tank, farthest back, and you see that elbow and that line right up on top. That's the one that goes up above that cross member on the part of the frame. You got to let it down a couple inches about where it is, and then squeeze it together and push it out of there. I got it. So we're going to go back, start letting it down some more, see what else we have to disconnect. Now, you may have a tough time hearing me because I'm way away from it, but I'm trying to look down the tank to see what else we have to disconnect here. There's a couple lines that definitely have to be disconnected. But I think we have enough play to let it down some more. I've got a clip up on top that leads to the pump, and I can see that that has to be undone to release those lines. And it looks like one, at least maybe 2 electrical connectors. So let me see if I can drop the front down a little bit and bring it to the back a little bit. Let's see what we can do with that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I can't really go farther back right now because I've got to clear this differential. I'm watching the back of the tank here, and I'm going to have to pick this truck up to get this out because I'm all the way down on the jack at this point in the back. Alright, so I'm peeking under the driver's side frame rail. I've got the tank far enough I can get this electrical connector undone. I think I found my problem. Not much of the lines left of those metal lines coming out of the pump. They are destroyed. I'm sure that's what's leaking. You can see they look like they're just eating through. I've got to get these 2 nylon fuel lines off. I believe it's just a matter of squeezing those 2 blue connectors together on each one of them. How easy is that going to be? I really don't know because they're pretty rusty, but I've got to get them undone. And once I get them undone, hopefully you can see that. I can't really see, but hopefully you can see how bad that looks, and then we should be able to lower this tank the rest of the way. I might only have to get the one closest to me undone. I think the other one might be okay to leave, but we'll see. Well, trying to get those line undone with virtually no room to work, as rusted as they are. It was easier for me to just grab that metal piece of the line and wiggle it back and forth, and it broke right off because it's so rusted. I'm going to do the same with the other one, and then once I get the tank out of here, I'll be able to grab a hold of those rusted out lines, clean the clips out, and get them out of there correctly so I don't break any of the nylon fittings or anything like that. So I'll come back when that's done. Nothing but a good time. Well, there you go. Not out yet, but all the way down, all the way back to front. Let's show you this line here. See if I can show it to you with a flashlight. Tell you how bad it was. See if you can see in there. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you can see it. Let's put the light right in the way. But it's still in there. Well, there it is. Out. Hopefully you can see this. You see how rusted it is. The actual lock ring looks good. Doesn't look bad at all. Top of the fuel pump, yeah, not so much. The housing, pretty much shot. There's where the two lines should have been. But there, I'm going to have to fix both of those lines. There's no way I can get the ends out of them. Probably end up buying a kit to fix nylon lines, because by the time I pay for those two lines, it'll be as much as a kit. Might as well get the kit and get a tool out of it.